So in today's video we'll be learning the types of line, because lines are the base for every print pattern or anything that you draw, that always is possible with the help of lines. So first line we'll be learning is very basic line, is horizontal line. Horizontal line, if you'll see around your surroundings, you'll see most of the lines which are available in the surroundings are horizontal lines. If you see this horizontal line in the fashion senses, so these are the lines which are very suitable for the figures which they are tall and slim. So this is very suitable lines if you are wearing something in the horizontal attire where there is a horizontal lines or that kind of print. So you will be looking little broader than your actual figure and little stout than your figure. So it is very suitable for the people who they are tall and slim, but very you can say it's not at all suitable for the people who they are stout, short, or the heavy or the fat, right? For those, this is the line which is actually uh, generally do work, is the vertical line. Vertical line is a line which is opposite to the horizontal line. This is the vertical line. You can see the difference. This is just opposite to this, so definitely its effect will be opposite to the horizontal line. So it is suitable for the people who they are slim, who they are fatty, who they are having the broad looks, or they are having the short and stout looks. So these two lines you can wear if you want to change the look. This is actually called the optical illusion. It is not going to change your figure, but your figure will look like a little bit change or something. Next is the the diagonal lines. Diagonal lines are the lines which may have different directions or may have different angles of diagonals. Here I am making the perfect diagonal lines of 45 degree. The impact of diagonal lines on figure, it all depends upon the angle. If it has an angle of 45 degree, then it will not give any optical illusion to the figure. And if it goes to the standing line, if it goes near to the standing line or to the vertical line, it will adapt the impact of the, this is the diagonal line. If it goes like this, so it will adapt the impact of vertical line, and if it goes like this, so it will get the impact of horizontal line, right? And in which ratio or in which angle it will goes, it takes the impact in the same way. Next is thick and thin lines. Thick and thin lines are the lines which are actually having no direction, but it has a property that it is composed in such a way that it gives an impact that one line is having the less distance as compared to the other line. I am making it freehand because I have traced it with a pencil at the bottom, or you may just use the scale. This is thick and thin line. Thick and thin lines may have in any direction. It may be horizontal, it may be vertical, it may be diagonal, and it creates the double impact as compared to their original line. Suppose, for example, horizontal line makes you 1 inch slimmer, makes you looks like 1 inch you can say broader. So it will create the impact of 2 inches broader, and it all depends upon the color scheme also, and different color schemes will learning that technique also, right? So in way, this is the double impact. It creates the double impact of the its original line, directional line. Now is zigzag line. This is the zigzag line. You can say this is again a property of a line. Note the direction. It may have any direction. Zigzag line, this is also a zigzag line, and this is also a zigzag line, right? So zigzag line may have different directions, but the property is its shape. So impact of zigzag line is always half then of its original line. Suppose I am using it in horizontal, so it will create the same impact as horizontal creates, but half of its. Like suppose horizontal line is creating the impact of 1 inch, so it will create the impact of half of an inch. If you want a little impact, so you may use these lines in your garments. This is the zigzag line, right? Next is the wavy line. Wavy line is of course just like a zigzag line, but it has a rounded corners on the both ends. Again, wavy line also may be in different directions, and it creates the same impact as zigzag line creates. When I am saying half of, so I am saying it for the perfect waves. If it releases, if suppose this is the perfect wave where you can see up and down is of the same, but if it comes like this, this is also a wavy line, but its impact will be more than of this, because it is very near to, in shape it is very near to horizontal line, isn't it? Now next is the broken line. When you say broken line has no impact generally, but it all depends upon ki how much breaks are there in the particular line is. Because it doesn't binds the eyes and doesn't create the optical illusion generally, in sense of visibility or the impact. These are the broken lines. Like these are the broken lines. Now we'll see the next one is dots. Dots are something that actually refers to the print. This is dot. When it comes to the print in optical illusion, the size of print and the difference between the prints and the color, all these three creates the impact. Like suppose we have a print which is having a which is a large print, so this is suitable for the people who they are having the slim bodies, and small prints are always suitable for the people who they have the broad bodies, who they have the broad figures. And apart from that, the placement is also plays a vital role. Placement, that means the distance between two prints. If suppose this is a small print and having a very less distance between two prints, two motifs, so it will create the impact of a big print. So it will have not, it will not have any use of wearing the small print. So if you want to look slimmer, you need to wear the small print having a clear distance between the two motifs, right? And on the lighter base, if you will be using the darker print, will create a good impact on your figure. So it will suit you if you are having a broad figure, right? So these are the basic lines. Now we'll be composing these lines to some prints to enhance our creativity. So now let's start with the composition of lines. So for the composition of lines, what we'll be doing, we'll be dividing the lines into three categories. In first category, I'm taking the line, the horizontal line, thick and thin line, and the zigzag line. And second category, it would be the uh, vertical line, diagonal line, and the wavy line. In third category, it would be the broken line, dots, and the wavy line. I'm doing this, otherwise we can compose the designs by using any of these lines, but I'm doing this just purposely, just because of so that you have to think to create the design, so that there would be in the foundation always comes with the creativity, always come with the new ideas, always leads you towards the thinking, है ना? So now we'll be using these three lines, and according to these categories we'll be making the design. So first You can see we have created 9 designs out of these 3 combination. You can create more or you can interchange the combination as per your requirement. So in next video we'll be learning or we'll be coming up with the new topics related to the basic design ideas. Till then, bye bye and see you again. Thank you very much for watching this video.